It's the Holiday Friends and Family Sale at JCPenney, and you're invited. Everyone can take home something extra with their 30% off coupon. That's on top of already great savings across the store, like 50% off essentials to deck your halls and home, and up to 40% off Liz Claiborne, perfect for any get-together. Or use your coupon to save an extra 30% store-wide. JCPenney, make your holidays count. Offers valid on select styles. Store-wide coupon ends 12/3. Liz event ends 12/6. Home sale ends 12/17. Exclusions apply. See store or jcp.com for details.
O ancestors, blacker than 1,000 midnights, African ancestors, it is to you that we, your children, give respect and honor. O ancestors, we call upon you and welcome you in this place. African ancestors, let your presence fill this place. O ancestors who have been purposely excluded from the history books so that the world may not know of your greatness. Our African ancestors who gave civilization to the world. Our African ancestors who gave the arts to the world. Our African ancestors who gave the sciences to the world. Our African ancestors who gave mathematics to the world. Our African ancestors who gave philosophy to the world. Our African ancestors who gave God consciousness to the world. Oh ancestors, we thank you for devoting your life to make a future for us, your children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. Now stand with us, strengthen us, guide us, teach us, and protect us from the snare of our enemies. Rise up, O African ancestors, and live in us. And we will not fail to honor you. We will not fail to respect you. We will not fail to hear you. And we will not betray you. Ashe. Peace, blessings. Big up to everybody who is tuning in to another installment of Mental Salvation Radio. I'm your host, Enoch 7th Prophet, and you are tuned into podcast number 23. And today's date is Saturday, January the 16th, and the time is 12:08 p.m. here in the Washington, D.C. area. It looks nice outside. Sometimes the sun will fool us that it's warm and cozy and ying, but it ain't. So you ain't step out that junk. You better put on a jacket, put on a hoodie, put on a hat, put on your sweatpants or whatever you're wearing in the fall, in the winter time. But yeah, once again, big up to everybody who has been downloading, uploading the podcast, sharing the podcast, talking about the podcast. You know, we are on www.wowtheletteradio.net/shows, and you will see a bunch of shows that WOW is broadcasting. We have Black women connecting communities. We have The Agenda. We have a slew of shows. We have Evolve. We have Creative Chris. We have Prego Talk. It is a lot of shows on here that you can get involved with, that you can download, that you can upload, that you can share, and things of that nature. Mental Salvation Radio, we always broadcast every Saturday at 12 p.m. And our focus of the show is to be lighthearted, have conversations for the mind, body, and spirit, paired with good music of all genres. Of all genres. We share music of all genres, and I do a little bit of storytelling. So with all that being said, you're going to get an hour's worth of me storytelling, music, and things of that nature. Also, we do have good news to share, but we definitely going to share that in the middle part of the show. So stay tuned, stay locked, and we're going to come back with the topic. While I am also on Mental Salvation Radio Instagram page, which is Mental Salvation Radio. So go to @Mental Salvation Radio and talk to us in the chat room there. We do have a live chat room going on right now on our podcast. So you can come on over to www.wowtheletteradio.net/shows. Find Mental Salvation Radio. Come on inside, chat with me in the chat box, or we can chat live here behind the scenes, because our topic today is, it ain't easy. Sometimes it's hard, but the shit ain't easy. It's not easy. What am I talking about? We'll be right back. Mental Salvation Radio.
Don't stop, baby. Don't stop it. 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 Sell me dreams, tell me things, all that amazing shit. Love on top when we rock, not for these other bitches. Even if it's for a minute, I don't give a damn because you know I'm with it. All your lies give me life, I gotta like it here. Crazy cause I know the truth, but I still want you near. You don't even know I know it. You don't even know I know when that you hoeing. Don't stop, baby. Don't stop it. 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 You make it easy, how you please me, keep me smiling, babe. No matter what you do to me, it always drives me crazy. The way you look me in my eyes, you don't even blink when you're telling lies. Got another situation on the other side, and you don't even think I know because I let it slide. The truth is that I really love you, but I can't accept the substitute for others. Don't stop, baby. Don't stop it. 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 Don't stop, baby. Don't stop it.
www.wowuradio.net. This is Mental Salvation Radio. This is podcast number 23. And you just heard La La Land by Lonnie. And she will be dropping a new project on 1/21/21. So look out for that on all streaming platforms, all things Lonnie. Also, you can check her out at lonnie.boheme. So that's BOHEME on Instagram. All right. And she also goes by the name of Breezy Malone. So if you're familiar with the name Breezy Malone, then just Google Breezy Malone and everything Lonnie will pop up. All right. Everything Lonnie will pop up. So look out for that project that is dropping on the 21st of January, 2021. Once again, this is Mental Salvation Radio. Today's date is January the 16th, and the time is 12:15 p.m. here in Washington, D.C. So the topic would be of discussion would be, I'm going to change that and say, why quit now? How about that? Why quit now? As an artist, we have quit so many times in performing or writing or doing music because it's just a lot of shenanigans that goes behind creating. There's a lot of BS that goes behind writing, you know, posting your music, trying to get people to hear your message. And sometimes we will want to quit. You know, we're in the chat room right now, and Lonnie says that she's quit.
It's the holiday friends and family sale at JCPenney, and you're invited. Everyone can take home something extra with their 30% off coupon. That's on top of already great savings across the store, like 50% off essentials to deck your halls and home, and up to 40% off Liz Claiborne, perfect for any get-together. Or use your coupon to save an extra 30% store-wide. JCPenney, make your holidays count. Offers valid on select styles. Store-wide coupon ends 12/3. Liz event ends 12/6. Home sale ends 12/17. Exclusions apply. See store or jcp.com for details.
Music tons of times, and I'm saying, when you quit music, do you not come back to it? Because if you quit, you shouldn't be coming back to it. It's just just like Michael Jordan. Or Michael Jordan said, I'm retiring, but his ass came back and destroyed the Washington Bullets or the Washington Wizards. It was like, all right, Mike, take your ass back to retirement. Then he retired. Then he came back again. It's just like, all right, Mike, if you're going to quit ball, then you should not intertwine your relationships within basketball. Basketball is your life. That's what you was born to do, play basketball. But when you retire, you don't fully retire. You're always in the basketball concept. You're always in the basketball idea. You know what I mean? Just like Jay-Z. Jay-Z said he was retiring, and then his ass drops the Black Album, or his ass drop whatever album at that moment. He drops 444. Let's say that. He's like, oh, I'm retired from all of this hip-hop shit, and I'm going to go over here and raise my family. But then you come back with 444. So it's not that you're retiring. It's not that you're quitting. Maybe you're taking a moment in time in life to just evolve and come back stronger next time, But I think a lot of artists go through that moment when they say, fuck it. They go through that moment when they say, no one's listening. They go through that moment when they can't find the inspiration to record or write. They can't find the inspiration to tour, to do shows. Lonnie is in the chat room, and she is chatting away with me right now. And she said she came back. She resurrected like she does. Labels be tripping. It's hard to leave something you love, though. It is very hard to leave something you love. During the advanced listening party that we were invited to, Mental Salvation Radio, Chakra Music, Lonnie and her team, she went over all the songs and of the album that will be coming out, and it was so many thought-provoking concepts within her reality of writing, and it was centered around being, hurt by love, or being hurt by someone, or just staying in a situation that wasn't good at that moment. And sometimes when we love things to this core, it is hard to truly stop it. It is hard to truly retire from something you're born to do, from something you love. It is extremely hard to do, right? But as artists, we always find a way to come back full circle to this thing that found us, because we necessarily didn't find it. Case in point, I've always wanted to quit this hip hop shit. I always wanted to say the hell with it, because no one's listening. No one's listening to what I gotta say. They may be looking over me to listen to something that makes no sense in no one's life. The music is very personable, as Erykah Badu said. I'm sensitive. I'm an artist, and I'm sensitive about my shit. And I think when it becomes sensitive to us is when we feel that no one's listening. When we don't think we're getting the recognition that we think we should get, and our other peers are getting it, and we feel sometimes left out. I will use me for an example. Sometimes I feel I'm left out of conversations when it comes to music. Or I am talked about in circles but not showed or shown that gratitude or not shown that particular love. So therefore that will weigh down on the artist when they feel like, hey, shit, I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to do hip hop. I don't want to sing a song right. I don't want to do what I was born to do. I'd rather just quit now, take a break, and come back later. It's a wear and tear on the spirit of an artist to think of that nature. So one day I was walking down the street, and I was crossing the street, and a brother was basically like just eyeballing me in a sense. So you know how the world is now before the mask. This was before you covering up your face and people can only know what you thinking through your eyes. So I was walking across the street, and this brother was like, yo, aren't you Enoch 7th Prophet? And I was like, yeah. It was like, yo, I follow you on Instagram and you got some dope work. I appreciate it. You kind of motivate me to keep writing. Because at that moment when I received that message from him, I was already thinking like, man, I'm about to stop this hip hop shit. You know, it don't make no money anyway. Nobody's really listening unless you make some buffoonery music. No one's really listening unless you're tap dancing. No one's really listening unless you are getting circulated within a circle of people that's always getting circulated all the time. So these are the things I was thinking, because I think I was on the verge of writing for either Return of the Prophet or Reagan era, one of the two. And I was going to quit. I was just thinking about it. I've been doing this since '89. So I've been thinking about quitting so many times because I thought people wasn't listening, until you get that message from a messenger and says like, yo, I love what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. So you don't quit. But sometimes in life, you're like, hell with it, man. No one's listening. I'm bored. Let me go figure something else out. So, yeah, so we'll be right back. Mental Salvation Radio. Y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back. We're going to go back into this chat room here. Mental Salvation Radio.
Chakra music.
I would never in August allow you to Alcina my Jada Pickett when Will Smith is standing there. It's like poking a grizzly bear when they're eating. Soon enough, will I bite your head off? Pause. Laws of attraction was speaking out of turn. Driving, crash, dummy, you will learn. Start a fire, you get burnt out like a crackhead. Walking down the streets in the 80s, looking for anything that glitters. Hot summer, long winters. Do you remember the time MJ hit the game winner? Last stands, find a show that get your freak on. Missy and Elliott, slow grinding like a coffee maker. Brown sugar, I got my D'Angelo on, working my voodoo child. So how does it feel? I'm the black messiah when we stone Angie. I would never in August allow you to Alcina my Jada Pickett when Will Smith is standing there. It's like poking a grizzly bear when they eating. Soon enough, will it bite your head off? Pause. Laws of attraction.
Mental Salvation Radio. That was D'Angelo. The name of the song was D'Angelo. It's from
Zycam knows that when you live life to the fullest, you never want to let a cold slow you down. With Zicam's cold shortening products, you can actually shorten colds when taken at the first sign. And with the winter chill in the air, you need the #1 cold shortening brand to help shorten a cold when taken at the first sign this season. Because you should never let a cold stop you from missing out on your favorite moments of the season. Find Zicam in your local cold and flu aisle.
It's the holiday friends and family sale at JCPenney, and you're invited. Everyone can take home something extra with their 30% off coupon. That's on top of already great savings across the store, like 50% off essentials to deck your halls and home, and up to 40% off Liz Claiborne, perfect for any get-together. Or use your coupon to save an extra 30% store-wide. JCPenney, make your holidays count. Offers valid on select styles. Store-wide coupon ends 12/3. Liz event ends 12/6. Home sale ends 12/17. Exclusions apply. See store or jcp.com for details.
The One Moment Please project that we just released earlier this year on January 1. And before that, we played La La Land by Lonnie. Her album drops on the 21st of this month. Before that, top of the hour, we gave thanks and praises to our ancestors. You know, without them, there's no us to journey on and giving us strength to go through this process to create dope music. You know, I've always wanted to give up when it came to this hip hop. I've always wanted to give up, but there was something internally in me that said, Enoch, you have to keep going. You have to keep creating music. No matter if it is singing, no matter if it's singer-songwriting, no matter if it's rapping, no matter if it's playing the drums, no matter whatever you're doing, you got to continue on because people need to hear certain messages. People need to hear transparent music. People need to hear what you're going through and how you got over that. You know, there is a song that Lonnie shared last night on the live stream that we did on Chakra Music, and it was basically talking about the burial in the Dark Phoenix. It was basically talking about how she's went to the burial ground to bury something, to bury that thing which was holding her back, so she could walk away from that burial and become this phoenix, to die down and to rise up again through the flames. And sometimes we have to bury things that hinder our ability to be the best artist that we can. That will hinder, we need to bury things that will stop our progress as people and as artists, because being an artist is a very special assignment. Being a dope artist is a very special assignment that is given to us. Whether you are a producer, whether you write for someone but you can't sing or rap, you are a writer, so you're writing for someone. You are taking someone's life or an experience from someone and you're writing it down because this person is able to deliver your feelings through music. That is a gift. That is something that is hard to come by in these days. So being an artist is a huge responsibility. And sometimes we want to give up. We want to stop everything. We don't want to be artists anymore. We don't want to be in the spotlight. We don't want to be seen all the time. We don't want to talk to people all the time after a show or before a show. But that is the protocol. That is the part of the gift that you have been given, is to basically be the best artist you can. But shit, sometimes we don't want to do that. We just want to chill. Doing this hip hop thing for me, you have seen it all, you have heard it all, you have witnessed what you need to witness as an artist. You have been through the trial and errors of trying to post your music and IG flags it, or you trying to post your music and Facebook is hating. You trying to post your music and Twitter won't allow you to post it, but it allows other things to get posted. So that will deter an artist's mind to say, fuck it. Should we quit? Should we continue on doing what we have been put on this planet to do? Should we continue on to do that? Is the question. That is the question. Should we continue to do that? And sometimes, man, I just be like, no, I can't quit. Because someone is basically paying attention. Just like that brother who saw me walking across the street. And he wanted to express that I was an influence for him to continue on writing. That I was the influence for him to continue to writing. Now, I may have been a very small influence to him. I may have been a very small influence to him. But it was a big thing for me because at that moment I was saying, I don't want to do this hip hop thing no more. I don't want to do this hip hop thing no more. I rather just stop and quit. We'll be right back. Mental Salvation Radio. www.wowradio.net/shows. You are tuned into Mental Salvation Radio, podcast number 23. And you are listening to production by King C. This is titled Tender Love. So, this is what we're talking about. Should an artist give up? Because in these days and times, it's very frustrating for an artist to not get what he or she deserves as an artist. It is frustrating to write your heart out and you're thinking no one is paying attention to you. You know, it is very difficult for an artist to continue on. And sometimes as artists, we always want to quit. We always want to say, to hell with whatever's going on, and, you know, whatever the hell is going on, I want to quit. I don't want to be an artist anymore. And I was saying within the top of the hour that it is difficult to quit. Just like Michael Jordan said, I'm going to retire, and then he comes back. I'm going to retire, then he comes back. I'm going to retire, then he messes up the Wizards, and that's a whole nother ball game. No pun intended. That's a whole nother ball game. So it is, we don't quit as artists. We may take a break. It's hard for us to retire. You know, we heard Jay-Z said he was going to retire. Then he comes back with the album 444. You know, it's hard to retire from something that we were born to do. It's hard to quit something we were born to do. It's hard to, that's just like saying a mom. If you're a single mom, if you are a mom, period, you know, it's hard being a mom. Sometimes you want to retire as a mom. Sometimes you want to say, to hell with these kids. I'm about to go take a mom vacation. Or, you know what I mean? You'll go through so many thoughts as a mom, but you can't retire as a mom. When your child turns 18, 21, 35, 47, 65, 72, and you're still here with us on the planet and we're still all together, don't stop being a mom. You know, you can't stop being an artist. It doesn't, in my opinion, it doesn't work like that. Like, I've wanted to quit being an artist for so long, but something always draws me back to writing. When my grandma passed away, I said, I'm going to just chill with this hip hop thing. I don't want to write. I don't want to be a part of any hip hop, nothing, you know. But sitting at the table, going through the processes of getting things ready for my grandmother's ceremony, you know, my mom looked at me. She was like in a daze. She was in, like, you know, when we lost our grandma, when she lost her mom, she was like in and out. So we're sitting there at the table and she goes, I know that you're going to write about this experience. I said, man, I don't even feel like writing. She was like, I know, but when you do, you're going to write about this experience. And me writing about that experience as an artist solidified that I can't stop writing. It solidified that we as artists sometimes need a break. That's why your favorite artist sometimes takes 5 years, 3 years, 2 years to give you another album. If you think about it, if you are into R&B and you listen to, and you're a huge fan of Sade disappears on us every 10 years and then she comes back with a new project. So I couldn't stop writing, but I did have to take a break from it to gather my thoughts. I did have to take a break from the world itself to gather my thoughts. And, you know, my producer, King C, he's always said, oh, yo, Enoch, you have to live some more in order to write. You know, you have to live and not think about being an artist and just live. Because sometimes as artists, those with that gift of singing, songwriting, recording, putting words together to make them sound beautiful, it's a hard task. People think it's easy. It is not easy to write your feelings on paper. It is not easy to construct a song. We make it look easy, but it is not easy to construct a song. Big up to everybody who is in Facebook right now, because I'm on my Facebook. Big up to My family actually is in Facebook right now. So Vail, big up to Carolyn, big up to my Aunt Jenny, and my cousin, who is also in this chat room, Pookie. But yeah, so it is difficult. Sometimes people would say, saying through your pain, saying through your hurt, get free. But sometimes as an artist, our pain blocks us from being an artist. Sometimes we have to live with our pain. Sometimes we have to live with our setbacks. Sometimes we have to live with our mess ups and to be a better writer. If you think about it, the song that touches you the most, if you think about a song that touches you the most from your favorite artist, figure out why that song touches you the most. Let me explain a few of those songs when we come back here on Mental Salvation Radio. Stay locked. This is podcast number 23 for season 3. How about that? We'll be right back. Mental Salvation Radio.
Hey baby, where you there with? We come through a lot of things, So what happened to you? You make one little mistake, you want done us. New Jasmine, let's go.
If I had you back in my world, I would prove that I could be a better girl. Oh, if you let me back in, I would show nothing, never let you go again. Hey baby, ooh, I was so foolish to ever leave your side. Searching for what was right before my eyes. It was me who didn't realize till it was gone, but now I know I need you in my life. Boy, I need you bad as my heartbeat, bad like the food I eat, bad as the air I breathe. I need you bad, I can't take this pain. Boy, I'm about to go insane. I need you. What I gotta do? I need you. Do it all for you. Hey, baby, there's nothing I wouldn't do to get back what we had when love was true. No lie, I'd give up all I got just so I can get back in my spot. Oh, boy, I need you bad as a heartbeat, bad like the food I eat, bad like the air I breathe. I need you bad, I can take this pain. Boy, I'm about to go insane. I need you. What I gotta do? I need you. Do it all for you. Oh, let's go. When you want them so bad and you gotta get them back.
Zicam knows that when you live life to the fullest, you never want to let a cold slow you down. With Zicam's cold shortening products, you can actually shorten colds when taken at the first sign. And with the winter chill in the air, you need the #1 cold shortening brand to help shorten a cold when taken at the first sign this season. Because you should never let a cold stop you from missing out on your favorite moments of the season. Find Zicam in your local cold and flu aisle.
It's the holiday friends and family sale at JCPenney, and you're invited. Everyone can take home something extra with their 30% off coupon. That's on top of already great savings across the store, like 50% off essentials to deck your halls and home, and up to 40% off Liz Claiborne, perfect for any get-together. Or use your coupon to save an extra 30% store-wide. JCPenney, make your holidays count. Offers valid on select styles. Store-wide coupon ends 12/3. Liz event ends 12/6. Home sale ends 12/17. Exclusions apply. See store or jcp.com for details.
For you, baby. Me, I stand here with my heart in my hand. You know, see me? Me can't think, me can't eat, me can't breathe. One, two, why you make me go through this and suck me up? Come back to me, baby. Yeah. I'ma do anything for you, yeah.
Mental Salvation Radio. We are back. We are back. Mental Salvation Radio. This is podcast number 23. Today's date is January the 16th at 12:45 p.m. We are 38 minutes into the broadcast, the live broadcast, and I'm discussing, should an artist quit? Should an artist quit? Should an artist just stop completely making music? And does music really make the world go round? Like, I'm all over the place. And like I always say, you know, I don't have topics written down. It's what I feel. Then I share the stories, share some stories with y'all, and I play some uplifting music. That's basically it. It's not no rocket science. And people think this is easy. People think, oh, wow, you're doing a podcast. It's easy. No, it's not easy. It is sometimes can be very stressful because you're trying to figure out what your topics are. You're trying to find the right music. You're trying to get your guests. And I said, to hell with all that. I don't want any guests, number one. I'm going to play what I want to play. And I'm not going to even write down topics. I'm just going to talk. I'm just going to share my experience within that whole process. Alicia, who is on Facebook right now. That's my little cousin. She just got engaged. So, yeah, man. She says that, no, if it's your passion and it brings you joy, you shouldn't quit. Bringing joy and the passion, you shouldn't quit. I definitely agree. You know, you shouldn't quit. Going back to the Michael Jordan thing, he retired, then he came back. He retired, then he came back. He retired, then he came back. I said, damn, Mike, sit your ass down. You say you retired, then retire. But he couldn't because he loved the game of basketball. And he wanted to be involved in the game of basketball no matter how much of involvement he was in it to win it. You know, and having that passion and that joy, Mike has it. So he's going to continue to, you know, insert himself into the game of basketball, whether it's a pickup, whether it's teaching his son how to play, whether it's just dribbling the ball around his big old house. He will insert himself into that practice. So I personally think an artist can't quit being an artist. You can't. You know what I mean? That's just like saying, I'm going to stop going to church, but you listening to gospel music every day. You stop going to church, but you still listening to gospel music. Or you love painting and sewing and doing anything that you're passionate with and joyful with doing, you may find other creative ways to enjoy your passion. And as I said at the top of the hour too, it's I was walking down the street, and sometimes when I'm in the community, when I'm out and about in these streets with my mask on, before the old world was gone, you know what I mean? Before the old world left us and I was in these streets, people knew me by my locks. They knew me by my turban that I had on. They knew me in the city of DC and Maryland, wherever I go, they'll know me. And they would be, they'll ask questions like, hey, you still doing hip hop, or you still doing music, because I've been doing this so long. Or I'll bump into somebody and say, yo, I follow you on Instagram and I follow you on Instagram and I love what you're doing. I appreciate what you're doing. It inspired me to continue on. And right then and there, I'm telling myself, I can't stop doing this hip hop shit. I can't. Because if it seems like there's someone in the world who's depending on a vibe, there's someone in the world who is depending on one or two bars that I may say in a verse, and they can hear the passion, they can hear the hunger, they can hear that I am still a starving artist, and that means that you are still striving to continue to eat the fruits of your labor. You are continuing to strive to be the best you can be. And no matter how many albums I've dropped or released, I've released probably about 12 solo projects, the hunger is still there. I may take a break and go to another medium, which will be like photography. I may go to another medium, but I always come back to the first love, which isn't hip hop. Hip hop isn't my first love. My first love is playing the drums. I always played the drums as a kid growing up in the church. I was the only drummer or the only musician at my grandmother's church, which was a small church. And I was taught how to keep the beat. That was the first love, of keeping the beat and then transferring that energy to hip hop. So there is so many mediums I can jump in and out of and not lose passion for it. But there is sometimes, and I say, to hell with all this, I don't want to do this no more. You feel me? Sometimes I do have those moments. And as an artist, we're going to have those moments. Also, my cousin says, yeah, you can still practice your skills without being directly in the game. You can mentor people and still make an equally important impact. Absolutely. You can still, if you retire as an artist, like fully retire as an artist, you can mentor those younger artists who are coming up. Sometimes, I get younger artists who may text me or call me or DM me and ask me certain things, and I give them those jewels because no one gave me those jewels. Some of the things that I have learned on my own, I've learned on my own through trial and error. I've been through the ringer of some of having a major label deal on the table and messing that up because we were young and dumb, but having the experience and the knowledge to give another artist, then you as an artist can continue to live on through that other artist. There's an artist goes by the name of Black Indian here in Washington, D.C., and he was one of the first artists to get a major distribution deal in D.C. And he went on tour, he did this, he was a young man going through this process. He took a break for a long time, and no one knew where Black Indian was. Black Indian was actually in the court system, getting youngins out of the court system, helping them with their cases, mentoring them. He wasn't a lawyer, but he was a big influence in the community in which he was raised in. And now he's come back to his love for music, mentoring younger artists. And I think that's where we as older artists come into play. mentoring younger artists and showing them different ways to get their message across, and also learning from them. So giving up shouldn't be never a thing, but it is. We have to speak to reality because it is. And Alicia also says that everyone gets burnt out. It's about balance. Everyone gets burnt out. If you are a hairstylist, damn, you get burnt out. If you're a barber, damn, you get burnt out. Like, that's all part of being an artist. If you are a pastor of a church, you getting burnt out because everybody bringing their problems to you like you're Jesus. And you're like, I got problems on my own, and I'm going to put my problems aside to handle your problems. That will burn anyone out. I think being in the spotlight or in the face of the public, you're an artist. Being in the face of the public, you are an artist. You can be 4-5. You can be a lion artist. You can be a con artist. You know what I mean? But the ones that I'm speaking about is the ones that I've seen, like being a reverend, being a pastor. Sometimes they want to quit because their members are bringing them all their damn problems. Well, he or she was born to do that position. He or she may not know what that position calls for until the call comes through and they answer the call. You being a grandmother is an art within itself, because you have to show another type of compassion and love. Being a barber, you're listening to people's problems all day. You're cutting hair all day. That don't stop. But sometimes you want to be like, I'm getting tired of cutting hair. I'm gonna sit my ass down. Now, me personally, I cut hair also. And during the times I was at Voorhees College in Denmark, South Carolina, I was cutting everybody's hair on campus. My first year at Voorhees College, no one knew I cut hair until probably like the second semester. The second semester, Slim, I was cutting the whole dorm's head. Everybody was getting a cut. Mind you, at that time, I had like 2 pair of clippers and 1 pair of trimmers. Where right now, I got like a slew of clippers and trimmers and things of that nature, because I was also working in the barbershop back home as well. But cutting everyone's hair there burnt me the hell out. I had to lie to people and tell them I ain't had my clippers. Somebody else had my clippers. I had to lie to people to say my clippers are down, they burnt, they whatever, because I needed a break. So being an artist, you need these breaks. You need these sabbaticals. You need these times to reflect and then come back to the process. Being a teacher is an art form within itself, because you got to figure out how to teach these children. That's what I said. I said children. But you have to figure out how to teach these babies. Sometimes these babies ain't getting taught at home, so you got to manipulate, construct a curriculum or something put aside for that child to learn. Being a teacher, like if I was born to be a teacher, I would have quit years ago. Cause damn it, the shit that teachers go through. I was a student once, and I know I put my teacher through a lot. I already know that. Even sitting in the back of the classroom writing rhymes or singing somebody rhyme and putting my name in it, I knew that it was a difficult task, and I made it difficult for the teacher. But that was her job, to handle the difficulty. When the call came through, she had to answer the call, because that's her job. So the point I'm trying to make is that we do want to give up. We do want to say to hell with what we were born to do. But there's always something deep down inside us that says, Nah, Slim, you can't stop performing. You can't stop writing. You can't stop being an artist, no matter the pros and the cons of being an artist. We're going to go to a commercial break. Actually, we don't do commercials here, but our commercials would be the music. And if you're just now tuning in with us, I do something called Mental Salvation Radio every Saturday here on WOW Radio. So that's www.wowradio.net/shows. And you will see Mental Salvation Radio there. I have been doing this. You know what? When I come back, I'm going to tell you another reason why I can't quit and what I have been doing to better myself as an artist. We'll be right back. Mental Salvation Radio.
This song's dedicated
to everyone.
Everyone who made it.
Yeah.
Any test or trial.
Hopeless situation.
Hopeless situation. Now you have a story.
The angels can't sing.
Angels can't sing in glory.
You're redeemed.
You're redeemed from the hand of the enemy.
Yeah. Here we go.
Whether it's in the courtroom, fighting in the boardroom, trying to feed your family, or kicked out underneath you.
God's able.
God is more than able. He can turn the table.
So turn and tell.
Turn and tell your neighbor now it's time for you
Yeah.
to turn the favor.
Can I get a witness?
Can I get a
Just
witness?
need one more.
Be one more witness.
The God still
Still working miracles.
opening doors.
Doors that work.
You still making ways. Where others say that there ain't no way.
Ain't no way.
And if you know this is true,
What I need you to
get
do.
up. I get up and say,
Ain't nobody tell it like me.
can nobody
Ain't nobody say it like me.
you don't ever.
You don't know the story like me.
Ooh.
Testimony. Ain't nobody praise him like me. Nobody praise him for
He gave me the victory. Oh yeah. Here we go, verse 2.
Anybody ever had a sickness?
Been bound,
Bound by any illness?
laid out.
Laid up in the sick room.
The doctor said,
Doctor said there's nothing he can.
or they called your family.
They called your family.
You cried out,
Cried out, Lord, please help me.
cause you knew.
You deep down inside that he can heal you.
Now let's fast forward. Hey,
Doctors can't explain it.
some way, somehow.
Somehow you made it.
Never stop.
Never stop believing.
Now you're walking.
Walking in your healing.
Everything ain't perfect.
Things not perfect, but you don't look like what you've been through.
Now you can tell somebody.
Now you can tell somebody if you didn't
Yeah, yeah.
you. Can I get a witness?
Oh, just one more.
Be one more witness.
The God's still working. Opening doors. He's still making ways.
Still making ways.
Yeah.
Others said that there ain't no way.
If you know this is true, I get up and say, can nobody,
Ain't nobody tell it like me.
can nobody,
Ain't nobody say it like me.
you don't know the,
You don't know the story like me.
yeah,
It's my testimony. Ain't nobody praise him like me. Nobody praise him for me.
Zycam knows that when you live life to the fullest, you never want to let a cold slow you down. With Zycam's cold shortening products, you can actually shorten colds when taken at the first sign. And with the winter chill in the air, you need the #1 cold shortening brand to help shorten a cold when taken at the first sign this season. Because you should never let a cold stop you from missing out on your favorite moments of the season. Find Zycam in your local cold and flu aisle.
Are you struggling to conceive? You have options, and at Piedmont Reproductive Endocrinology Group, we'll make sure you have the guidance and support you need. PREG is known for individualized fertility care that's unique to every patient. We take the time to provide a reassuring and empowering experience because we believe that you deserve nothing less. Let us help you on your journey to parenthood. Visit us at pregonline.com to learn more. Get the guidance and support you need at Piedmont Reproductive Endocrinology Group.
www.wowtheletteradio.net/shows. Mental Salvation Radio. This is podcast number 23, and today's date is January the 16th, and you are listening to season 3. And I was having a moment with the Facebook family, because I'm on Facebook Live right now, and I can see people chiming in and things of that nature. So I'm on Facebook Live right now, and I was saying, before we went to break, I was saying what I said, and I was just like, oh, I'm not going to talk about that now. Talk about that later. But is this the perfect time to be an artist? Is this the perfect season for you to develop your artistry? Is this the season for you to eat the fruits of your labor and get fat off of it? Is this the season for an artist to be an artist? And mine, is this the season for an artist to quit now? Should you be quitting right now as an artist? Because I think this is the perfect time to be an artist, because there's so many things that is creatively moving us, from crazies storming the Capitol, from people protesting, for people losing family members, from people trying to grasp hold of their own reality and stay in their own world, in their own bubble. Is this the perfect time for an artist to be an artist? I say yeah. I say yeah, this is the perfect time for you to be an artist, to write. This is the perfect time for that minister and reverend and spiritual leaders to get out their message to the people, because the people are listening now. In the old world, people didn't give a damn. People wasn't listening in the old world. People was not caring about your message. People was not listening as we thought they were listening in the old world. In this new world, people are listening. People want to change. People want a difference. People want new vibes. People want new energy. Shit, some people want new friends. Some people want a new job. Some people want new shoes. Some people want something new to eat every day. Whatever you've been eating in the old world, you're not eating that now. You say, shit, I want to switch it up. And you're listening now. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, that we as artists have something to say. We as artists shouldn't quit. We as artists shouldn't think about retiring, but we do. And I think what overpowers us not quitting is that angel that's coming in the physical form saying, I love what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. And maybe that email that you got out of nowhere and says, hey, so-and-so, I just heard so-and-so, and I love what you're doing. Continue doing what you're doing. Even when we go live, even when I will visit sometimes my family's live streams. My Uncle Milton, he does a sermon, live stream sermon. And it's left up there for us to go back to listen to. And sometimes I go listen to it, and he has some encouraging words for us as people. He has some encouraging words for us. Sometimes I may go listen to some church services, that my cousins and aunts and everyone is involved in, and get something out of that. And then I'll flip and go listen to something other than gospel music or other than spiritual guidance, just to have a balance. And then come down and sit at this table here and write a song to influence or to uplift myself. And sometimes that's the best thing to do. I think that is the best time to be an artist is right now. During the best times of being an artist, I wrote a song called Nefertiti. And in that song of Nefertiti, I talked about a single mom going to school to be a nurse. And she was going to And she was going to school to be a nurse. And she was on the phone and she was taking her daughter to school and things of that nature. And it was a moment in time that I realized that what I was writing was actually a true story. And it was relatable to single moms. It was relatable to the mom having 2 jobs, going to school to be a nurse. You know, I'm talking on the phone with her lover about last night, you know, then stuck at a red light, and then bringing Sandra Bland within that concept, within that conversation of the black woman. And I realized at that moment that this song was very inspirational. When other women heard Nefertiti, they gravitated towards it because it was speaking another language. It was speaking something different to their spirit. And the song is called Nefertiti. And I'm going to play this song, Nefertiti. If you want to hear the song called Nefertiti, go to radio.net. You can hear it right now, or you can visit my iTunes, Instagram page, anywhere streaming platforms that says streaming music. You can go listen to that. All right. Big up to Hanifa Hicks. How you doing? Glad you are on the live. But also, I just jumped on this live just to talk to y'all directly and see how everyone is doing on in the Facebook world and in the Instagram world. So we'll be right back. Mental Salvation Radio. This song is called Nefertiti.
Knew a young slim, her name was Rhonda. 5'5", 21 blue ganja. Drove a blue Honda, bump a young thugger. Switched to Beyonce, the hair for the day is a fro. Single mother, 2 jobs, going to school to be a nurse. Conversing on the phone with a lover about last night. Stuck at a red light, slowly hung up the phone. Police in a review. Light turned green, pulled off real slow. Visions of Sandra Bland, I crammed to understand. Killing the black folks, racing through her mentals, what to say if she's pulled over. Cops sped by her, phone rings, daycare's calling, daughter sick, can you pick her up? Child support late again. Father's a psycho, can't depend on him. Running late for class again. Damn, I just dropped her off. Busting U-turn, concerns of the ills. Medicaid hasn't kicked in. Phone rings, she's okay. See you around 5, staying alive. Neck above water, order of the day. Self-preservation, for libations. It's all spiritual, deep breaths. Gotta stay in taste. I knew a young slim, her name was Rhonda. 5'5", 21 blue ganja. Drove a blue Honda.
Mental Salvation Radio. That was called Nefertiti, and that is off the project One Moment Please. And I just want to say this. Live. The more you live, the more you're able to create. The more you know, the more you're able to create. The more you see, the more you're able to create. Just live. Don't worry about being an artist, because that thing that's inside of us, that spirit of the entrepreneur will always come out. You know, we don't stop. I can't stop being an artist. That's not on the agenda. I can think about stop being an artist, but that God that's within me will not allow me to stop being an artist, because the supreme being, who you may call God, or Allah, or Buddha, or Krishna, or the Most High, any name that you decide to use to express that spirit that's within you, or the African ancestors, anything that's that spirit that's inside of you, no one can kill that spirit inside of you. The minister Louis Farrakhan told us, we try to kill ourselves. I'm paraphrasing. We try to kill ourselves, but we can't kill ourselves. You know, we can't kill ourselves spiritually. We can try. We can try to, you know, dumb down our spirit, but we can't, because it's a fire that's inside of us that won't allow us to drop our gifts by the wayside. Some of us have been like, you can have this gift, I don't want to use it, and then somebody pick it up and they dope it in you because you decided not to use your gift. So whatever gift you have, please use it. Whatever gift you have, please use it. Use it to your fullest ability, because this is the best time to be an artist. This is the best time that you're going to get emotional, transparent music from your artist. You know, and I think, me personally, this is the best time for me to write, because I'm making some dope music. And I'm going to continue to write and push the envelope for me so I can know me more, you know. So with all that being said, we want to give out some good news. And the good news is that you are still alive. You are still here among the land of the living. You may be dead inside because you're like, damn, I can't go on. I can't go on. But you're here and you're moving and you're grooving. And yes, we have lost some of our loved ones, but we are still here. Yes, we are going through a lot of things in our life, personally and publicly, but we are still here pushing forward, you know. And it's a beautiful thing to see babies are being born. It's a beautiful thing to see people are getting married. It's a beautiful thing that people are getting engaged. It's a beautiful thing that we can see our cousins and little cousins and big, you know, we can see these babies grow up online. It's a beautiful thing, even though we can't reach out and touch them. But we can always touch someone by a phone call. We can always touch someone by a text. We can always touch someone mentally and telepathically. We can always do that. That's always been in us. I can think about somebody and that person may call me. I can think about a loved one and that person may call me. I thought about calling my aunt Clint. And I was like, man, I need to call my Aunt Clint. You know, I missed her birthday. I want to wish her a happy birthday, you know, things of that nature. And I was just like, I got busy. I got tied up. And I thought about calling her and she ended up calling me. Now, sometimes that process will take a while to happen. But the good news is that you are still here. That's the good news. All right. That's the good news. I want to shout out also to all the January babies. Big up to those who had a birthday in January. My cousin Dwayne had a birthday in January. My cousin Carolyn had a birthday in January. And I just realized this before I go. Since the old world is no more and we in this new world, I realized that it's a lot of people in my family that be having birthdays all at the same damn time. And I'm like, I didn't know this. Like, they're having birthdays back to back. I said, damn, this is intriguing because there's a lot of them have birthdays in January. It's just like every month somebody in my family is having a birthday. I said, damn, I didn't know this. And see, that's another thing about being an artist. There's so much things that we see and notice that we can put in a song. It's crazy. It's crazy, but it's life. And as I always say on Mental Salvation Radio, the sun will always shine, no matter how cloudy it gets, no matter how rainy it appears to look or be. The sun will always, forever shine. Tune in on Sunday. Come talk to us on Sunday. Be a part of celebrating Black women on IG, Mental Salvation Radio. and it's called Salvation Sundays, where our guest would be anonymous. And like I said, black women have a story to tell, and we want you to tell it, and we want it to be told properly. All right. Thank you for tuning in to another installment of Mental Salvation Radio, podcast number 23. And today's date is January the 16th. I will see you guys on Sunday. And next week, Saturday, same time, same Salvation station. Wow Radio.
Give thanks. For real, life is real. I work too hard just to pay the bills. Still, rent is high though. I puff the endo just to pass the time away. Don't get it confused. I never abuse the marijuana, but I'm Mary Jane. Some take the medication just to ease the pain. Focus on the strain. Get the best results. Talk with your physician if you a chatty patty. Hot boxing in the caddy on the passenger side. Thank you for 1 minute of your time. For real, life is real. I work too hard just to pay the bills. Still, rent is high though. I puff the endo just to pass the time away. Don't get it confused. I never abuse the marijuana or the Mary Jane. I blame my parents that I'm dope. I'm not ashamed. My aim is to make you think we one and the same. Clearly we're not. Stay in your lane. Drive slow, homie. Carpooling, schooling, dropping jewels in a rhyme. Love is blind unless you're banging her from behind. Double vision got you climaxing all the time. The girl is mine, not Paul McCartney. Say what you want. Don't play with my emotions. Please don't front. It's like vegan butter on croissant. You better get the dough boy. Menace to society, but the ice cube grill. For real, life is real. I work too hard just to pay the bills. Still, rent is high though.
Are you struggling to conceive? You have options, and at Piedmont Reproductive Endocrinology Group, we'll make sure you have the guidance and support you need. PREG is known for individualized fertility care that's unique to every patient. We take the time to provide a reassuring and empowering experience because we believe that you deserve nothing less. Let us help you on your journey to parenthood. Visit us at pregonline.com to learn more. Get the guidance and support you need at Piedmont Reproductive Endocrinology Group.